Hey there, Internet, how's it going? Pretty much I'm going to just bring some news stories to you at the moment, and since I haven't done that in a good old while, so let me go ahead and get that out the way. So today we're talking about Nintendo and their need for the emulator market, which is that they recently put out a patent for, I believe, for just Nintendo-based products being put into emulators. And also, I do believe that it is to control cell phones and so on and so forth of that nature, in which that they don't necessarily want to put these upon cell phones, even though that there was a large history of these cell phones, and of cell phones and other products having basically the Game Boy Advance emulators and having like regular Game Boy and stuff like that upon them. And it goes from that to them basically taking a foothold in this thing and just kind of saying, we will necessarily just take it over. So that's kind of our thing. Now, a lot of people, they do speculate that this could be the end of like pretty much all of the Nintendo-based emulators, or they could just use it as their own to try and put it upon some type of products in case of that they back them and they say, you now have essentially a Nintendo-based emulator on your phone. So there is that. And the second news story that I'm bringing to everybody on Nintendo-based is the fact that they are discontinuing the original 3DS and 3DS XL. It's just the original 3DS XL, because they're making way for their brand new 3DS and 3DS XL, the one that has the so-called improved screen, battery life, and control. Not controls, just way more functions. And to be perfectly fair with you, I was never the type of person to pretty much just look at this stuff and say I have to sell my system because I want to get the next one that has higher power. I'm a PlayStation 3 owner, so I'm like, and soon to be. And think about it like this, all right? If the PlayStation 4 came out if the PlayStation 4 came out like a year ago, and then say 3 years from now, they pretty much release a better PlayStation 4 that has faster, that has like a faster RAM output, way more transistors and shit, and could do all this craziness. I'm not gonna go and sell my system for that. That's like a petty reason to go out and buy it. Now this is a very interesting sell for people who don't necessarily have a 3DS, and that is actually rather interesting to kind of see that, that they're actually putting out I believe a 2.0 at this point, or a 3.0 or 4.0. It's really hard to tell. They've made so many 3DSs in the past. It's really difficult to really pretty much kind of jump at to off the top of my head, but with the 3DS XL and the XI and stuff like that. But at the very least, I can say that this is possibly since the handheld market has been going on for a few years, I would have to say 9.0 most likely. But it is nice to see that the system is actually getting an upgrade, and that they will not necessarily be putting out the so-called inferior versions anymore, so that they don't get mixed up. However, there is a question as to people who do still have their original one. Can they still go online, or will they have to upgrade and buy the brand new one? Now, that may not be necessarily a problem, but that's just something to pretty much think about. And also in the final news, shocking nobody, Pokemon Omega and Alpha possibly are the hottest things in the UK at the moment. Hell, it's the hottest thing almost anywhere. If you're a Pokemon fan, you love that shit, and you have the money to spend on it, you bought it. Perfectly fair. I still have to buy it. So there is that. So this game is awesome. It's great, and sales are blowing up everywhere. So that's pretty much the most I can say about that. Necessarily, it's still not necessarily beating Super Smash Brothers or Call of Duty or Little Big Planet. However, it is up there. So that is what I have to say about that. I hope you guys like these news stories I brought to you. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and give me all that good stuff. Please leave a positive or negative comment. I'll catch you guys on the next John Grave Show. I'm out.